Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will get the ball first. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Throwing Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. From the red zone, it's Hardy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Simmons. Dumps it off in the flats. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Bringing it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Kamario Taylor will be running the show. Things did not go well in that loss last time out. He was picked off 3 times and sacked 5 times. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Taylor wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him, and they got him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking for a crease. It's Roberts.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Austin Simmons, a play fake. They get to him. They'll face a 3rd and long.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. got the quick pass. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Simmons to throw. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Missouri, 14, Mississippi State, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. Here's a give to Bothwell. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Mississippi State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Taylor wants to throw it. Touchdown, Bulldog! He got it back corner of the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbed.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Simmons. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Simmons on the play fake. Fires quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in week 4. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 19 team, the Houston Cougars. Back to your game in Starkville. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Mississippi State going up tempo. The give on the option. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete on the right side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now give it to Fluff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now here, 2nd and long.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll give it to Hardy. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. Simmons. Right on the money. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Running inside. It's Lee. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Hardy. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Number 88 in punt formation to kick it away.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Oh, what a cut! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll move the wide receiver. On 1st down, it's Hardy again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll give it to Hardy. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Simmons on play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down is short from the 26. Off play action. Now sliding to his left. Oh, what a move. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lofts one deep down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Roberts. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Inside the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Mississippi State, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it to the back. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Looking for more room. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Throwing Simmons. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of... We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They just keep firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. He's got him in the flat. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm